Hi students, I am Satyam, lecturer in Computer Science and Applications, Government Degree College for Women's, Jagityal. Today's topic is conditional control structures in C with example programs. Today's class, I will explain conditional control structures with the help of PPT, and I will explain example programs using software. Okay, first listen theory carefully, then observe practical session carefully. Today's class we will discuss conditional control structures in C. Before discussing this topic, what is conditional control structures? Actually, what is control structures? Okay, so first of all, we concentrate on the control structures in C. Then conditional control structure is the one of the classification of control structures. So first of all, we have to know control structures in C. Okay, what is the definition of control structure? One of the statements in a programming language which determines the sequence of execution of the other instructions or statements is called control structures. Means the structures, that means the statements which control the control is called as the control statements or control structures. So in generally our C program execution is in the top down approach, in the top down approach. Then in the top down approach, then the one by one line, a instruction by instruction executed by the compiler in the general manner. This top down approach execution is controlled with the help of some statements. That statements are called as control statements. Then the control statements are also called as control structures. So we simply say that the statements which controls the control, is called as control statements. These control statements is called as control structures in C language. Now the C language contain different types of control structures, okay, that are number 1 conditional control structures, number 2 looping control structures, that means loop control structures, next number 3 jumping control structures, that are also called as jump control structures, next number 4 multi-way conditional control structures, this is also called as case control structure. Like that, in the C language there are 4 types of control structures are there. The control structures are called as control statements. So that control statements are conditional control statements, looping control statements, jumping control statements, and multi-way conditional control statements. In these 4 types of control structures, today's class I will explain conditional control structures, means conditional control statements. Today I will discuss, I will explain. Now come to conditional control statements in C. The conditional control statements are also called as decision making statements in C. Decision making control statements in C. Okay, so these conditional control structures will verify the condition depending upon the truth value of the condition. The particular statement, that means the dependent statement or the dependent block is executed or not, it is decided with the verification of the given condition. Like that, conditional control statements are worked in the C language. So the conditional control structure includes the following types of conditional control statements, that are: number one, if statement, if else statement, nested if statement, else ladder. Okay, there are four types of conditional control statements are there in the C language. First one is if condition, second one is if else condition, third one is nested if else condition, next fourth one is else if ladder. Now we will discuss these four decision making statements today's class. Now first one is if statement. Okay, so observe the name if statement. If statement means if the given condition is true, then the following block, the dependent block of if statement or if condition, is executed or not, is called as if statement. Means in our real life also so many if statements are executed in our mind daily. For example, today is working day. Yes, we will go to the college. For example, today is holiday. Okay, so then we will not go to the college. Like that, in our life, in our real time environment, every time we are checking the if condition by default in your brain. Same just like that, here also the if condition is verifies the given condition. If the given condition is true, then the dependent block or the dependent statement of if statement is executed, else it omitted by the compiler. Like that, the if condition is worked in the C language. So simply we say that if statement checks whether the test expression inside parenthesis is true or false. That means true or not. If the test expression is true, then the dependent statements of if inside the body of if statement is executed. But if test condition is false, then the statements inside the body of if statement is ignored, omitted. Like that, the if condition is executed. Then we will see the syntax as well as example, and in the practical session as well as practical program also. Then you will clearly understand the if condition. Now come to the syntax. So syntax is like this. Syntax means it is a grammatical rule, how to write, how to code in the C language, that is called as syntactical rule of a if condition. Means the if statement block may contain one statement or group of statements also. So depending upon the test expression, the following if block executed or ignored, means omitted. Okay, how it is work means if the test condition, the test expression is true, then the following block or the following statements are executed by the C compiler. If the text expression is false, the following block or the following statements of if condition is omitted or ignored while executing by the C compiler. Like that, the if statement is worked in the C language. So simply we write syntax as like this: if in the parenthesis write the text expression, then construct the block. In that block you may write statement or statements. You may write single statement, you may write group of statements. Okay, like that the syntax is there of a if condition. Then comes to a example. Then for example, here I am writing if in the parenthesis a is greater than 0, then printf the given number is positive. Okay, observe the example carefully. Here a variable is there, the variable name is called as a. For example, I assign the value 11 to the variable a, then what will happen? Now a variable contain the value is 11. Now here in the if statement, the condition is verified like this: 11 is greater than 0. 11 is greater than 0. So the 11 is greater than 0 statement, conditional statement, is called as text expression. This text expression is true or false? Okay, generally we know that this text expression is true. So if the given condition is true, then the following line or the following block is executed by the compiler. So simply it will execute printf, means so on the output screen simply it will print as the given number. The given number means 11. So the given number is a positive number. Like that, so in the if condition, the condition is verified. If the given condition is true, then the following block or the following statement is executed by the compiler. Okay, next come to if the given condition is false, then what will happen? Now I will explain. For example, if the variable a contain minus 11, listen carefully, if the a variable contain minus 11, then the given text expression means the given condition is like that, like this: 11 minus 11 is greater than 0. Then the condition is now false. Now the condition is false. Then if the given condition is false, then the following line or the following block is omitted by the compiler. That means it will not be executed by the compiler. Like that, if the condition is worked. So if a variable have the minus 11 value, the given condition is false. Now simply the line is omitted, ignored by the execution, ignored by the compiler while it is executed, So like that, the if condition is worked in the C language. Then come to next one, if else statement. So already just now we discussed the conditional control statements are 4. First one is if statement, second one is if else statement, third one is nested if statement. Fourth one is if else ladder. Okay, so already we completed the first condition, that is if condition. Now we will discuss about the second one, that is if else statement. Okay, the if else statement is used if the programmer wants to execute some statements when the text expression is true and execute some statements if the text condition is false. Okay, so in the if else statement, so that if the text condition is true, so the group of statement is executed. Even though text condition is false also, you may execute some another group of statements. That's why if the programmer wants to execute some statements if the given condition is true, then the programmer want to execute some statements if the test condition is false. In this situation, the programmer used if else statement. That means in the simple manner we say that the if else condition statement contain the if else control statement, verify the condition. If the given condition is true, then the if block is executed. Then if the given condition is false, then the else block is executed by the compiler. So simple, if the given condition is true, it executes the if block. If the given condition is false, it executes the else block. Like that, the if else statement contain both blocks, that is if block and else block. If the given condition is true, it executes the if block. If the given condition is false, simply it executes the else block. Okay, so like that the if else statement is executed by the compiler. Then comes to syntax, grammatical rule. That means the syntax of if else statement. So write if text expression in the parenthesis, then write if, then in the parenthesis write the text expression, then following black is called as if black, then write the else keyword, then build the else block. Okay, so after if, then write the parenthesis, in the parenthesis write the text expression. So then the text expression, if text expression follows the block, block means the group of statements are enclosed in the open curly brace and close curly brace, then that is called as block. Okay, so then in the after writing the else keyword, I am writing the else block. So in simple manner, if the given if condition, if the given test expression is true, then if block is executed. If the test expression is false, then else block is executed by the compiler. Okay, so in very simple manner, if test expression is true, it executes the first part, then if the text expression is false, it executes the next part, next block, bottom block of else statement. Like that the if else statement is executed. Then come to example. So this is a if else statement. Okay, this if else statement contain a test condition as A is greater than B. Then if the given condition is true, it executes the if block. Then if the given condition is false, simply it executes the else part. For example, if variable A and variable B contain the values as some 8 comma 5, then what will happen now? The condition is 8 is greater than 5. 8 is greater than 5. Now the given condition is true. The given condition is true. So in this situation, it executes the if block, means if part, then it omits the else part. That means simply 8 is greater than 5, the given condition is true, then simply it executes the first part. That means if block, it executes the if block statement. So here I am writing printf first number is big. First number is big. Then the else part is omitted by the execution. Omitted in the execution. For example, if you have the value as like this, A is contain 8 and B contain 15, then what will happen? Now the condition is 8 is greater than 15. So the relation is now false. The relation is now false. So that's why the if block, that means the if statement is omitted and will not be executed. Then else part, else block is executed. So the second line is executed by the compiler. Now on the output screen you will get as second number is big, like that. So the if else statement is executed depending upon the values, depending upon the truth value of the if condition. If the given condition is true, simply it executes the if block. If the given condition is false, simply it executes the else part. Okay, so like that the if else statement is executed. Then come to third one, that is nested if statement. So what is the nested if concept? Nest means vala, nesting. Okay, so a bird is constructing a nest. Okay, so like that, according to the requirement, the programmer is construct a nest with the help of the if and if else conditions. We say that is nested if. Okay, so in the definition we say that a if or if else statement contain internally one or more if or if else statements, then that structure is called as nested if statement. Okay, so simple. And at the top, a if or if else contain internally one or more if or if else statements, then that nesting is called as nested if. So according to requirement of the programmer can construct this nesting, that means nested if condition. That's why a fixed syntax is not available, but we say that okay, example syntaxes. Okay, maybe like that, maybe like this, maybe like this. We say that example syntaxes we may. Okay, so then example syntax. So that's why I am writing example syntax, not syntax, example syntax. So at the top, okay, at the top position, so here a if and if else is there. A if and if else is there. That means at the top of the nested if, it contain if else statement. A if else statement contain in the if block again one if else statement, again one if else statement. So we say that this is called as nested if. So till now we learned about the conditional control statements, that is if statement, if else statement, then nested if statement. Using the C software, I will explain the if condition program, if else condition statement program, and a nested if conditional statement program one by one continuously. Okay, listen and observe carefully. Then go to the file and open. Then here I explain first program. So I given the name as if ep1.c, if condition example 1.c. Already I typed and saved the program. I will explain. So here observe the program carefully. This program will verify the given number is even or odd. That means sari sankhya leda basi sankhya, even or odd, then give the output. Okay. Now here in this program, observe carefully, our C program is executed from the main function and ends in the main function. That means my C program contain only one function, that is called as main function. The execution of the C program is starts in the main function and ends in the main function. Then comes to first line. Int a comma r means in the random access memory RAM, two integer variables are created that are a comma r. Now with the help of this printf statement, then what will happen on the output screen? So it asked enter any number. For example, you enter the value as 10, then the 10 is read by the keyboard and entering into the value a, then with the help of scanf function. Now comes to execution line. So now the a variable contain the values 10 modulos with 2, the value is now 0. It is modulus operator will gives the remainder value always. Okay. So 10 modulos with 2, the remainder is 0. The 0 is stored in the variable r. Now the r variable contain the value is 0. So 0 is equal to 0. The condition is true. Then according to the if condition, if the given condition is true, then the following block is executed. Then the following block is executed by the compiler. So then what will happen? Now it will give the result as the given number is even number. Then comes to next if condition. Now the variable r contain the value 0. That means remainder value 0. So 0 equal to 1. The given condition is false. False means the following line is not executed by the compiler. That means omitted. That means ignored by the C compiler while it is executed. Okay. Like that, simply from this example, if I am giving the 10 value, then my program respond as the given number is even number. For example, if I entered the value is 11, then what will happen? Now here in this line 11 modulos with 2. The remainder value is 1. From right hand side, RHS side, 11 modulos with 2, then you will get the 1. So the 1 is stored in the R variable. Okay. Now first if condition. R variable have the value 1. So 1 equal to 0, the condition is false. Now, the first if condition is not executed, omitted. Then comes to second if condition. Now, R variable contain the value 1. Now, the 1 equal to 1, the given condition is true. Then the following block is executed by the compiler. Then you will get the answer as the given number is odd number. Like that, my program is verify the given number is even or odd. According to the given value, it will be respond. So like that, the if condition is executed. If the given condition, if the test condition is true, then it executes the following block. If the given condition means the test condition is false, then simply it omits or it ignore from the execution. Okay. So here observe the if condition, the first if condition and second if condition carefully. In the first if condition, it contain only one dependent line. The second if condition also contain only one dependent line. So, but I written this dependent line only single line. So it is enclosed in the open curly brace and close curly brace. But in the second if condition, I will not use any curly braces. Means I will not use block construction. Okay. So when the group of statements, when one or more statements are depended on the if condition, you should construct a block. Block means the group of statements are enclosed in the open curly brace and the closed curly brace, then we say that is called as block. Means the block is depend on the if condition. So the block contain group of statements. But in this example, okay, in this example program, so the first if condition and second if condition both are contain the only single line. Okay. If condition have only single line, you may construct or you may not construct the block. Why? Because the if block contain only single statement. Only single statement. In that situation, you may or you may not construct the block. Okay. So like that, the if condition is executed by the C compiler. Now I will give the input and show the output to the you. Okay, see the carefully. So already I written this program and I explain the program. Then with the help of F2 function key, I will save the my program. Then I'm compiling this program. Okay. So then what will happen? Alt F9 with the help of keys Alt F9, I compiled, then it will give the result as compile successful. Press any key. Then next, I am executing my program. Okay, with the help of Control F9. Okay, now my program respond as enter any number. Simply I enter the 11 value. Then what will happen? See the answer with the help of Alt F5 command. The given number is odd number. Okay, so you entered the 11. The 11 is a odd number. Okay, right. If you run again this program, then give the 12 value as 12 into the program and see the output. Okay, the given number is even number. 12 is the even number. So my program respond as the given number is even number. Okay, like that the if condition is worked in the C language. Then I will explain second example of a if statement. Okay, then this is the Second example program. Okay, this program finding the greatest of three numbers program. Okay, this program take the three values, okay, into the program and verify that three values, and it gives the which is the biggest number, which is the greatest number. That is the program concept. Okay, in this program also I used the if condition. So this is one if condition, okay, this is second if condition, and this is third if condition. Okay, so here what is the main aim of my program? My program will take three values as input, three integer values as input, and verify that three integer values. From that three integer values, whichever is greatest, whichever is big, so simply it will find. That means my program finding the greatest of three numbers. Okay, given three numbers. Okay, so already we discussed just now. So my C program contain one function that is called as main. The execution of C program is start in the main and ends in the main also. Okay, so in the particular function, the execution is execute from the top to bottom approach. Okay, then what will happen? With the help of first line, okay, a comma b comma c, three variables are declared. Now output screen is clear. Next third line, enter any three numbers. Okay, so comment line is appeared on the output screen, enter any three numbers. So with the help of scanf function, I give the three values into the program. Okay, so that is the values are, for example, some 11, 22 and 33. 11, 22 and 33. That means now a variable contain 11, b variable contain 22, c variable contain 33. Okay, then comes to if condition. Okay, now 11 is greater than 22. Condition is false. 11 is greater than 33. Again, the condition is false. So, false and operator. I am used and operator here. False and false. You will get the false. So, if the given condition is false, then the following line is omitted, not executed by the compiler. Then comes to second if condition. Now B is 22. Now 22 is greater than 11. 22 is greater than 11. This is true, but 22 is greater than 33. C value is 33. Okay. So 22 is greater than 33. The condition is now false. Then what will happen? Totally true and false. Totally you will get the false. Okay, here I am using the and operator. Okay, so true and false, you will get the false. That's why total the truth value of this if condition is false. If the given condition is false, the following line is omitted from the execution. Then comes to third if condition. 33 is greater than 11, condition is true. 33 is greater than 22, again condition is true. True and true. True and true. Then totally the truth value is true. If the given condition is true, then the following line is executed by the compiler. So at last you will get the answer as third number, that is C is big. Like that my program is executed. So the first program and this program both are I written with the help of if condition only, but the first program is written with the only simple if condition. That means the test condition have only single condition, but the test in this example, the test expression contain two conditions. Okay, the two conditions are clubbed with the help of logical operator and. Okay, like that, as a programmer, according to my requirement, I will find out the logic and I will write the program, then I will get the answer from this program. Okay, now I will show the answer. Okay, so compile, success, and I'm executing my program. The first value is 11, second value is 22, third value is 33. Then answer you will get as third number, that is 33. That means C is big. My program responded as third number, that is C is big. For example, again I am executing my program, then I am giving values are 33, then 22 and 11. Okay, so then observe the answer carefully, then you get the answer is first number, that is A, that is 33 is big. Okay, like that my program is executed by the C compiler. Okay, this is the second example program of a if condition. Okay, so till now we explained first program and second program using if conditional control statement. Then in the next program I will explain if else statement. Okay, in the next program I will explain if else statement. Okay, then observe the carefully. Then this program also find out the given number is even number or odd number. Okay, but here I written this program with the help of if else statement, not if statement. Okay, observe carefully. Okay, the program concept is same. This program also take a number as input, then verify the number. If the number is even, simply it respond as even number. If the given number is odd number, then it respond as the given number as odd. But in this example, I write the program with the help of if else statement. I write the example with the help of if else statement. So concentrate on the logic part of if else statement. So what is the behavior of if else statement? If the test expression means the given condition is true, simply it executes the if block. Okay, so if the given condition, that means the text expression, test condition is false, then it executes the else block. That is the behavior of if else statement. So for example, if I entered 10 value in the A variable, now 10 modulos with 2, the remainder value is 0. That means R value is 0. Now 0 equal to 0. The condition is true. That's why the if else statement execute the if black and print the answer as the given number is even. Then simply it omits the else part. For example, I entered the value as 11. Now what will happen? 11 modulos with 2. 11 modulos with 2, you will get the remainder as 1. So the 1 is stored in the variable R. Now if R means 1, 1 equal to 0, the given condition is false. Now it omits the if block, then it executes the else block. That's why, so simply the output is the given number is odd number. Okay, so like that my program is executed by the compiler. Okay, now I'm compiling my program, then I'm executing my program. Now I'm giving the value as 10. Okay, so then see the answer. The given number is even number. Now again I'm executing my program and I'm giving the value as 11. Okay, so then see the result. The given number is odd number. Okay, so if I enter the value as 10, simply it respond as the given number is even. If I enter the value as 11, it respond as the given number is odd number. Okay, so this is the example program of if else statement. Okay, like that you can construct the programs with the help of if else conditional control statement. Next, I will explain nested if program. Then I will explain nested if program. Okay, then comes to this program. Okay, so this program also finding the greatest of three numbers program, finding the greatest of three numbers. Okay, so already this program is discussed in the if statement with the help of if statement, but here I am explaining this program with the help of nested if, with the help of nested if. So what is the definition of nested if? A if or if else statement contain internally one or more if or if else statements, then we say that that is called as the nested if. Okay, a if or if else statement contain internally one or more if or if else statement, then we say that that is called as the nested if. According to our definition, so a if else statement contain in the else part one more if else statement. A if else statement, a if else statement contain in the else part a again a if else statement. That's why this structure is called as nested if. Nested if. Okay, so same, if you take one example, okay, a value as 11, b value as 22 and c value as 33. Now 11 is greater than 22 and sorry, 11 is greater than 22. Okay, 11 is greater than 33. Okay, both conditions are false. Now it comes to the else part. Now b value is 22. So 22 is greater than 11. Condition is true. Now 22 is greater than 33. Condition is false. True and false. Then you will get the answer as false. Then it comes to the else part and it will give the result as third number is big. Okay, like that the program is executed by the compiler. Okay, so then according to our nested if concept, a if or if else statement contain internally one or more if or if else statements. That's why, so a if else statement contain at the else part one more if else statement, then we say that this is called as the nested if example. Okay, so now I am compiling the my program, then I will executing the program, that is 33, then 22, b value, okay, c value as 11. Simply it will give the answer as a is big, that means 33 is big. Now here first a value is 33, so 33 is greater than 22, condition is true. Again a value is 33, 33 is greater than 11, again the condition is true. True and true. Okay, total, the expression value is true. Now, if the given condition is true, then it executes the if black, and the total, it omits the else part. That means this total part is omitted by the compiler. So simply it executes the if black. Okay. So that's why the answer you will get as. Okay. So A is big. Okay. If you entered A value as 33, B value as 22, and C value as 11, then you will get the answer as A. The first number A is big. Okay. Till now in this class I explained what is the use of control statements in the C language, then types of control statements, then today we completed the topic, that is conditional control structure.